Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Captain Lord Foley. There you go. How is everybody today on this wonderful Sunday? Hope you're good. No. Switch account. No, switch account. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. How is everybody today? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good weekend and a good Sunday. Sunday. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully we get some people in here. There we go. We got one person and one like. That's a great way to start off. The journey of 1,000 views begins with one view. I don't know. So I had some time today, and instead of playing Helldivers and spreading managed democracy, my God, my shirt is covered in hair and stuff. Instead of doing the Helldiver thing, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna hang out with you guys. Salter 1701. Hey, Captain. Hey, Salter. How's it going? What you want to talk about? Let's talk about things. Whatever you guys want to talk about is on the table. Olivia, $2. It's Olivia Julius reporting in for duty. Dun 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 dun. Yay! Olivia Julius is here. I will never fear now. Oh wait, that's the other guy. So, what's everybody up to this weekend? What are you up to next weekend? Because next weekend, I think we're going to actually do my 50th birthday celebration Trekyards on Saturday, May 11th. Because the weekend after that, things are going on. The weekend after that is my birthday party, my official birthday party. And the weekend after that is Wonderfest. So it's the only time. Oh, no. Hold on. I guess we could have done it on the 18th. That's okay. Regardless, it's going to be next weekend. So if you can make it to that, please do. It'll be on the Saturday, May 11th. And, but yes, hopefully you guys can be there or be square. Because if you're not there, you're not around, which means you're square. I don't know. That's apparently what it means. Yeah. So, how are things? What's up? What's new? What do you guys want to talk about? How do you think this season of Discovery is going so far? What do you think of the last episode? If you weren't here for my first reaction to that, by all means, check it out, or just let me know now what your thoughts are on it. I think it's so far a fairly good season of Discovery. Could it be better? Yeah. Could it be worse? Oh yeah. We've seen worse. But you know how it goes. On a more different note, Sylvia and I have started watching The Orville again, and I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't watched it in a while. It is so good and so entertaining, so fun to watch that we're having a great time rewatching it, and really thought that, you know, it's because we were trying to decide what series of Star Trek should we watch again, and you know, it's probably going to be Voyager, Deep Space Nine next would be my guess. But then I'm like, wait a minute, why don't we just watch The Orville? There's 3 fantastic seasons, and they are ramping up, if they haven't already started, filming the 4th. So might as well get caught up on it. And I forgot how great The Orville was. It's fantastic. Don't forget you have Wonderfest at Begging of Month. I already mentioned that. Yeah. Next weekend's the Junkyards. Then I got my birthday bash. And then the weekend right after my birthday bash is Wonderfest. So, but anywho's, Salter says, happy with Disco Season 5 so far. I gave up on Season 4 as it aired, but rewatched before Season 5 and quite enjoyed it towards the end. Yeah, season 4 started pretty good and then ended pretty good. The middle left something to be desired. Again, it's kind of like Picard season 2 started pretty good, ended all right, but the middle is just there's so many episodes of just nothing happening. It's just yeah. Um, we always do the analogy of like piece of gum, chewed gum, and just stretching it. Like the parts in your fingers are pretty good, but in the middle it gets very like because you're drawing out a good story that could be possibly 3, maybe 4 episodes to 10, and that's the problem with the serialized storytelling, in my opinion. I really wish they would do 3, 4 story arcs, kind of like what Enterprise did in its final season. You know, you had some 2 and 3 parters in that season, and they felt like mini movies essentially. That's what shows that do that kind of formula should do. Don't make one premise of the whole season stretch out to the point where the episodes are getting boring or they're just not full of any content, you know? So Salter says completely agree. Starts well, but it's definitely lacked mid-season. Yeah, because they literally stretched a really good premise into too many episodes. So, but anyways, I find that season 5 isn't like that. I kind of like the idea of the puzzle pieces and putting that mystery together. That actually works for a season of a show. But yeah, well, all the Discovery seasons, honestly. Season 2 with Control, you know. So season 3 with the Burn, season 4 with Species 10C. It all is a great idea, but 3, 4 episodes max for those would be fantastic. But Cards the same way, that time travel back in time. Um, it's just it's a great idea, but it doesn't warrant 10 episodes by any stretch of the imagination. So, but yeah, I have to check this. There we go. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about, though? I talk about you know Star Trek all the time and Discovery too much these days. So, Olivia, sorry, Cap. Need to see a pug. Okay, fine. You know what? You'll see the damn pugs. There's 2 of them and a Chihuahua. Precious. 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 There are your pugs. Heavy Cap. New Trek is unwatchable to me. Love TNG, Voyager, DS9, Enterprise, and Orville as well. Yeah, and that's fair. Yeah, I find Star Trek is definitely meant for episodic instead of serialized storytelling. But, you know. Jim's Landscape. Hello. Hello. Olivia, looks like you're running out. Looks like you're running out of ink in the puppy. Sure. We'll go with that. Yeah, and new Star Trek isn't for everybody, and that's fine. You know, just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, that's wonderful. Like that's up to you. But you know, just saying, you should not coming into our lives about it and complaining about it. So thank you, Jim's Landscape. But I get it. Not everybody's into it. I'm not into all of it either, like all the episodes at least. But it is kind of our jam here to actually watch them and review them and break them down and dig a little deeper than just surface level. So I sometimes get a greater appreciation for them. Other times I realize just how vapid some of them actually are. So it's one of those situations. And as we've said all along with Trekyards, um, there's good and bad in all Star Trek. None of it's perfect. As much as everybody might, oh, my Star Trek's perfect. It's not. Even the best Star Trek has flaws. And we point out the good and the bad in all of it. So that's just what we do here. So, Eric Martin, hi, Cap. I'm just on the phone for a bit with Mom. Oh, well, say hi. Well, don't say hi for me because she probably has no idea who I am. But hopefully everything is good, Eric. Glad you're here. Glad you could make it. I was wondering if you would be like, "Ooh, he's live." What? Because I could be spreading managed democracy and freedom throughout the galaxy right now. But I chose to be here with you folks. By the way, guys, 10 of you here, 3 likes. What? Hit the like button. It's a thumbs up thing. You know you want to. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. But if anybody's wondering about my back, how it's feeling, it is starting to feel better, finally. There's still a bit of tightness and a little bit of discomfort down there when I stand up and things like that. But overall, I'm not having to take pain medication every morning and every evening now. So it's manageable and it's getting better. So I don't know what exactly was wrong with it, but it is on the mend, and that's a very good thing. So not that any of you actually were going to ask, but hey, it's fine. So that's good. Anyway, um, also getting ready and, well, not ready, but getting excited for our trip to Vegas this year. Sam and I will be going, and hopefully we'll see you guys there if you can make it. That's awesome. Also, if you're going to Wonderfest, I'm doing that the first weekend in June. So June and August are pretty busy for me with set events. Eric Martin puts in $10. Anything stronger to drink? Oh yeah, I could go get a beer. I could go get any of my alcohol, which is in the other room. But it's kind of up to you guys, especially you, Eric. If you want me to drink something, you tell me what to drink, and I'll consider it. But yes, I do have stuff stronger than water. And considering it's afternoon now, it's all on the table. It's all good to go. One thing I wanted to ask you guys while I have you here. First of all, 9 of you here. I would like 9 answers to this question. Do you watch my regular content, my regular Wednesday content? Not including the Friday shorts. I mean, or the Captain's Quickies, but do you watch the content that's on here? Is it some of the time? All the time? I would do a poll, but I can't do a poll on on here. I don't think. Yeah, no, I can't do a poll. But anyway, do you watch the other content, even if you're not really interested in it, or only watch the stuff you're interested in, or only watch some of it, or do you watch none of it? You just like watching the lives, maybe, or are you just did you hit subscribe because I made one video you liked and that's it? I don't know. Let me know because I want to know what my next few videos should be about. Are you enjoying the shelf by shelf series? Are you enjoying the toy review look at whatever you want to call them? Let me know. I want to know. Olivia says I'll be at Wonderfest giving away free autographs for $5. How do you give away a free autograph for $5? Something about that makes absolutely 0 sense. Just saying. And yes, I thought you're still going to Wonderfest. I thought you said you were not going to be able to go, so you wanted to get rid of your room. But yes, I will be there regardless, unless something really awful happens. Tim Rose, do more shells. Yep. So shelf by shelf. Okay. There's going to be another one of those coming up regardless. So But yeah, I'm just trying to think what would be a fun video idea that you guys would be interested in seeing. Maybe I should just do a community post asking what people would like to see, because that might be interesting. I do want to do a video on one of my favorite book series, which is the Dragon Riders of Pern, but I honestly don't know who would be interested in that or who would watch it. First of all, if you haven't read them, you're missing out. You need to read them. Second of all, if you have read them, would you be interested in hearing about them from my perspective? It's a fantastic book series. I read it when I was in high school, rereading it now, and it's just so good. I've recommended it to so many people. Will they read it? Probably not. Most people tell me to read a book series. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get right on that, and I never do. So I don't know if that would be an interesting video. I know that the Dragon Riders of Pern isn't quite as mainstream as it could be. A lot of people haven't even heard of it, and a lot of the videos I've seen done on it on YouTube, the views aren't fantastic. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I should get into or not, but it's something I'm really passionate about and knowledgeable about and really enjoy. So regardless, Olivia, I'll be in my truck at night instead of a hotel. $16 parking instead of $1,500 for a room. Well, there you go. That's smart thinking, I guess. Hold on, I just gotta check a thing here. Okay. So I can't read your comments currently because YouTube took this opportunity to update the app. So it's updating right now. There we go. Hold on a second. I gotta pull you guys back up. There we go. It's fine. Nobody said anything anyway. Oh, I don't know what you guys would like to talk about, if anything. If you guys aren't really up for talking right now, we don't get a lot of viewers. I might just make this really short, but I just wanted to hop on here and see how you guys were doing, what was up, what was new, and what you guys wanted to talk about. I'm willing to talk about anything you guys are, hang out with you guys, and maybe have a good time, or not. What is this? Don't you just hate when people move things on you? Test the waters. Try some content out. What, for the Dragon Riders of Pern stuff? Cap can't read this. I can, though. Shh, Cap is having a secret birthday party. Or secret birthday patty. Patty cake, patty cake. I'm having a secret one. What? Oh, you're just saying that because you didn't think I could read the comments. I see how it is. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to talk about, guys. I don't know. We bought new patio furniture. It'll be delivered tomorrow. We might get new siding on the house. That's like $10,000 to $15,000. So that's fun. Yeah. Anyway. How's the Admiral? She is very fine. In more ways than one. Yeah, she's good. No complaints here. Eric Martin, back on the air. Well, I'm glad you're back, Eric. What would you like me to talk about? Hope all is well with you, sir. I even called you sir. You should be honored. Yeah, I thought I'd hop on and chat and have more to chat about, but I'm kind of like sitting here drawing a blank as to what to talk about. So it's all kind of based on your suggestions, what you guys want to talk about, the questions you ask, the statements you make, things like that. So I'm fair game. Whatever's up is up. Whatever's down could also be up. Eric Martin, I'm going grocery shopping. So what's everybody's favorite snacks? I need idea. Well, pepperettes. Can never go wrong with pepperettes. I like going to the bulk barn and picking up like, Swedish berries or broken O. Henry bars, stuff like that. Those are good snacks as well. Also, chips, cheesies, party mix, and chips. I think my favorite flavors would probably be salt and vinegar, ketchup, all dressed, dill pickle, sour cream and onion. Not a big fan of barbecue. It's fine, but it's just kind of but anyway, so there you go. Snacks. There you go. Snacks. Snacks. Heavy Cap says, what other sci-fi shows do you like? Star Wars, Stargate, Orville. Lots of sci-fi shows that I like. Firefly. You name it, I pretty much like it. Original Battlestar Galactica, new Battlestar Galactica, just Battlestar Galactica in general. Yeah, lots of sci-fi shows I like. So, are you renewing your vows on Vegas? Well, Sylvia's not coming with me, so no, and no, we wouldn't do that anyway. That just seems silly. Eric Martin, oh my God, Swedish berries are so good. I know, right? Olivia Julius, are you going to see Sir the Vegas Sphere? Not specifically, no, but we are there for a week, so chances are we likely will go see it. And by we, I mean me and Sam, because Sam and I are the ones going to Vegas, not me and Sylvia. So Eric Martin says, you like Laughing Cow too, don't you? I do like Laughing Cow cheese, yes, but I also prefer Baby Bell. I think Baby Bell's better like a cheese to eat cheese. Laughing Cow is more of a spreadable cheese for crackers and stuff, in my opinion. Even though it does come in the wedges and you can just eat it, it's still softer, so I usually just open up the wrapper and then just use a knife and like spread it on like crackers. But yes, they're both very good cheeses. Thoughts on Fallout? Haven't watched it yet. Somebody, many people have suggested it. I never played the games, but I know I'm gonna enjoy the show from what I've heard about it. So I will get into it at some point. Yes, 100%. I'm just not. I haven't hit go yet on that, so it's on the list of things I need to watch. So. Eric Martin, hopefully Amazon puts out some new Stargate. This is the longest show tease in history. I know, right? I've been meaning to have you down for a movie, but things have been crazy lately. Yes, well. I mean, same here. So, I'm just going to turn my sand art over, give you guys a second, to do your thing. Whatever you need to do and all that jazz. Oh, who's that? Why is there somebody outside? I mean, it's a public street, I guess. So that's fine. Dun, 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 dun. It wasn't a good sand art turnover thing in it. That's fine. Are you continuing with the AI story? Oh, the Scotty and Worf one? 100%. Yes. Part 2 will be this week sometime. Probably Tuesday would be my guess. But hopefully you guys are enjoying those because they're actually really fun to do. Just with from the voice acting to just the silliness, it's a lot of laughs and it's a lot of high energy though. It's hard to, at the end of those lives, I really feel drained. So, Eric Martin. So what else does the Admiral like in her salad aside from cucumber? Mm, that's funny. Zucchini. Uh, Eggplant. Uh, some specific like gourds, you know. Lettuce, of course. What a funny question. Bill Barkley, hey Stuart, how's things? Did you see the Robinson Megatron? Yeah, you know, and I first saw it, I was like, because when you sign up, when I signed up for the pre-order information and all that, it says what 3 things before you can even see anything. What 3 things would you want to see in one of our Megatron products? First thing I said has to be a gun. G1 Megatron was a gun, not a tank. It's exactly my wording. And sure enough, it's a fucking tank. Now, I get for the purposes of Robeson having a remote control, well, not remote control, but like a moving thing, a tank makes perfect sense. However, Megatron was a gun. I know you can't do that anymore. And tank makes more sense. Tank doesn't make more sense, first of all. I mean, maybe logically you can say it does make more sense. It's cool. It's expensive. It's too expensive. I would love to get one, but my God. But that being said, for this, it's also huge. So for the size, it's actually a pretty good price. I hate the way that the gun transforms and looks on his arm. It doesn't look like the big cannon from G1. Like the part up here is bigger than the part back here, which is just stupid. But I get why they had to do it. I like all the features on it. I like a lot of stuff about it, including that Frank Welker came back to do the voice for it. So it is cool. And I would like to get it. But it's too expensive. It's too expensive. That being said, my 50th birthday is coming up. If you all want to put in $100 right now, we have 12 people watching. That would cover the cost. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Neil Hammersmith, Admiral X salad tossed. Eric Martin, it's weird. The AI writing is so far off. When I've used it, it has been shockingly good, but those stories you do are creative, which is more difficult. It's not more difficult. If people would stick to a fucking like keeping it in the Star Trek realm and not adding fucking weird characters like Winnie the Pooh and Voldemort, because the AI at that point just doesn't know what to do. And at the end, when we ask it, what plot holes did you see in this story? Well, the inclusion of this in this franchise doesn't make any sense in the Star Trek universe. So it's got its mind set. And as like Sam usually does like 4 story prompts to get things started. And it does a really good job of maintaining a cohesive Star Trek story until we start introducing you guys. And then it doesn't know what to do. So it's really kind of odd in that regard. So that's why the stories are so weird, because the AI doesn't know what to do with these weird suggestions of Voldemort and Captain Kirk with Optimus Prime and Winnie the Pooh. It's like, what do you do with that? And of course, the answer is always Q. It's always Q. It's never suggested it's a holodeck simulation, but I do like our idea that it's called Tales from Holodeck 3, and the premise is it's a malfunctioning holodeck that we punch information into and see what it shoots out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. But yes, it does a fairly good job if you keep things on the rails. So when our moderators, Olivia, I'm looking at you, and Fleetpaw, who's not here, come in and add Winnie the Pooh and you know stupid shit. Yeah, it takes it off course a little bit. But people can super chat in with what suggestions they want. I would just prefer that the moderators keep the story in line with what we're trying to do. But the whole point is, the whole fun thing is that anybody can super chat in any amount and add anything to the story that they want. It's a make your own adventure. Started out by saying it was a choose your own adventure, but there's no like A, B, or C options. So it's literally a make your own adventure. Yeah, it's fun. Olivia said the owner of the company I work for, I found out, watches your content on YouTube. Really? That's scary. Then they must know the craziness that you do. Bill Barkley, Stuart, I think the design is kind of taken from the Combiner Wars Mega. I don't give a fuck. Could say it's taken from the G, or what was it? When they redid the G1 stuff, but they made Megatron a tank. It kind of makes sense for Megatron to be a tank, but he's a gun. He needs to be a gun. That's all there is to it. So yeah, but yes, there's many tank versions of Megatron. I still think it's kind of stupid. Zachary Gibbons, they are bringing back Commander Non for this coming episode of Discovery. Wasn't she a bad character? No, Non was a good character. She was like one of the good Discovery characters that they just let move on, unfortunately. So I didn't know they were bringing her back, but that's cool. Eric Martin, folks, I think that was a subtle birthday hint. Oh, super subtle. Matt Boardman, midday. Some of us are not long for having woken up. Hey Matt, how's it going? Good morning to you. Yeah, it would be what? It's math. 11, 10, 9. It's almost 10 o'clock your time. Wake up, motherfucker. How are you doing, Matt? How was your weekend so far? See, I could have come on here and said instead of coming on here, I could have done the alternate thing, which is spread managed democracy. But, I figured I haven't done a live in a while. Might as well come on here and do a live at a different time of day, get some different people. This shirt is like, it's an old work around the home shirt, and it's kind of, I should have wore a better shirt to be all like on public-y display. But you guys don't care. It's fine. Eric Martin, AI has trouble with prompts from a weed party. Well, there you go. Have some eggs and coffee, Matt, and join in. Neil Hammersmith, after the Roboson Megatron, I would like to see the development of Devastator model that can combine and, oh my God, you know how expensive that would be? No, they need to have they literally need to make a sound wave that can transform into like a cassette looking player, but it plays MP3s. Easy enough to do. Just do that shit. Soundwave is one of the other most popular characters. So, Bill Barkley, after Discovery is over, what other Trek series, etc., is coming up? Lower Decks final season, the Section 31 thing. As far as I know, the next one will be Lower Decks in the fall. I don't know when the Section 31 movie's coming out, and I have a feeling that since they just finished wrapping up filming for Strange New World Season 3, that's not going to be till next spring. Now, we also aren't sure when Prodigy Season 2 will be airing on Netflix, so that could come before Lower Decks. They said early 2024. We're at May now. We're past the first quarter of the year. So I don't know when specifically they mean for Prodigy Season 2 to come out. I can imagine they might time it to be right after like Discovery's done, maybe. But I have a feeling Netflix is going to drop all of Lower Decks season 2 at the same time and not do it week on week. So I don't know. I don't know the real schedule, but so far that's my thought process, that Lower Decks in the fall, maybe Prodigy in there somewhere, and then next year they're going to start off with Strange New Worlds season 3. So Olivia says it was a viewer. I know, but you don't need to. There were other viewer suggested ones that were more in line with the story. Is all I'm saying. Yes, G2. Yes, thank you. When they did the G2 thing, they made him a tank, but I still don't care. I think it's just stupid. Guns are bad, okay? Yes, technically, kind of, maybe a little, but that's what the original G1 was. So just do that. Like, it's not that fucking difficult. But we can't make a toy of it. It's a whole thing that just annoys the shit out of me, so don't even get me started. Matt Boardman had a great evening adventure yesterday with Rachel. We ended up at a fantastic Korean barbecue place while we waited for kids to be done with prom. Also saw people heading to a rave and some very interesting clothing. I need to hear more about that. Capitalized very. So I'm imagining something very kind of not safe for work, but I mean it could just be like techno-y kind of clothing. I don't know. I need to hear a story on that one later, Matt. And you're telling me that you had a better time with Rachel at a Korean barbecue than you would have had spreading managed democracy with your friends on a ugly bug world? I don't know. Eric Martin, wow, the dogs are loud today, and my surround sound isn't even on. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? It's Sunday. It's time to relax and chill. They've got like synchronized sleeping going on, apparently. It's kind of funny. You saw them before, the way now they're just like. Anyway. Matt Boardman, my guess is that the only Trek we're getting the rest of the year will be Lower Decks and Prodigy. That's what I said. Strange New Worlds in Section 31 will probably be next year to allow for post-production on both. Yes. Hello, Dan. Dan says, I thought Netflix once said that they would air season 2 if season 1 went well on their platform. No. They said, if season 1 goes well, maybe we'll consider doing more seasons of the show, like making more. But they're absolutely going to air season 2. That was a free season for them. It was basically, well, not free, they would have paid for it, but it was basically done, and the people were working on it when they acquired it. So they're not going to not show season 2. Plus, season 1 aired really well, like really well. The numbers were really good in different countries for when Prodigy showed up on Netflix. So they weren't, we have season 2, but we're not going to show you if their numbers aren't good. No, they're going to fucking show it regardless. So, yeah. Bill Barkley. Oh, Stuart, did you watch the Netflix Fallout TV series, or did you ever get into those games? Never got into the games. Haven't watched the series yet, but I do plan on watching the series. Dan Ben, did you like the Transformers 1 film trailer? Yes, I did, actually. When I first heard, oh, Transformers 1, I'm like, cool. It's going to be like a live action CGI, like we saw at the beginning of the Bumblebee movie, right? Then I'm like, then it's like, no, it's not really that. It's not going to try to be realistic. It is an animated thing. And I was like, oh, now I'm not as excited. Saw the trailer and went, ooh, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, and when we were down in LA, talked to, well, I don't know, for Matt was there too. Went out for dinner with Aaron Waltke, and he was talking about other project he's kind of worked on, and I mentioned this Transformers thing and how big of a Transformers fan I am, and he's like, "Well, I actually did some work on that. I don't know if they're going to use any of it, but there's a version out there that's I've had some input into." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So when the trailer came out, I messaged him and said, "This is awesome." And he's no. I didn't. I put it on Facebook saying I wasn't quite sure about this project, but now having seen this trailer, I'm super excited. And he commented saying, "That's great. This is the one that I worked on." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that is awesome." So not only is he a huge Star Trek fan, but he's also a huge Transformers fan. So me and Aaron Walt have been kind of geeking out back and forth about Transformers a little bit. But he said some of the lines that he specifically like added or worked on were in the trailer, so they must have kept a bunch of the work that he did for it. So that's incredibly awesome. So anyway, yes, I am excited for the Transformers 1 trailer or movie. The Transformers 1 trailer made it look like Pixar, and I'm fine with that. Eric Martin, they look like loaves of bread out of the oven and cooling. What, Transformers? No, my pugs, of course. Yes. Matt Boardman, oh yeah, not safe for work at all, lol. There was one woman who was basically wearing lingerie. There was a whole lot of booty cheek and boobage to be seen. It would be, oh yeah. Well, then my question is, where are the pictures, Matt? Pull out your phone, take a picture. Tell, just be like, Rachel, look, a distraction. And then like, you know. Matt Barman says it would not be logical for them to not show it since it's been paid for. Exactly. Netflix is a good home for animation projects like Prodigy. Yeah. The Hagemans and Aaron Waltke have a lot of experience working on Netflix on animation projects. Well, there you go. Yeah. So, yeah, back to Dan's question. Of course, they were going to show season 2 regardless of how well season 1 did. But season one did very well and got into like the top 10 on Netflix for like a good month or more when it first aired. So, um, Eric Martin, $20. Buy a clean shirt, lol. It's the weekend, and no, I won't. But I will take you $20. I could go have a shot for it, but you let me know if I need to go take a shot. Zachary Gibbons, yeah, in the preview clip, it seems Maul and Locke are being interrogated aboard Discovery. Book wants to talk with Maul, but Non does not trust Book. She knows Book betrayed Starfleet last season. Oh my God. It's fine. I wish I didn't know that. Not for spoiler reasons, just because it's like, oh no, I know how this is going to play out now. And they're going to end up, she's going to end up like really trusting Book and really being like, oh, you're okay now at the end. Dan Ben, Star Wars released a new Accolade trailer yesterday. I haven't seen that yet, so I'll check that out. Neil Hammersmith, being that the new crop of Trek has been okay, what would you like them to produce and focus on from the Trek universe? Wow, the same question every time people ask things with me. Let's go to okay, new projects. We're talking new projects. Let's go to Lost Era. Let's go to. I still want them to do an anthology show. Like seriously, every episode. They could be half hour. They could be an hour. I don't care. But every episode be a different element from the Star Trek. Have you ever seen for Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, where every story it might be 10 minutes long, might be 15 minutes long, might be whatever, shorter stories, and they're all different animation styles. I want Star Trek to do that, or even a What If series. Something like that would also be really good. But yes, something like Love, Death, and Robots, where every story is separate and unique in a different animation style. You could have a different era, you could have a different crew, you could have different ships, you could have whole bunch of stuff. They don't have to tie in together. They just have to tell their own one like 15, 20-minute story. That's it, and be done. maybe in the next season or season 3 or something, yeah, add a little more to that one story from the first season, much like Love, Death, and Robots has done with some of them. Do that. Would be great. But a Lost Era show would be fantastic. Bill Barkley, probably a better trailer. Transformers 1 will come out with more darker tone. After seeing Evil Meg's in trailer in one scene, also heard that Cullen will be voice acting Prime, even though Thor voices Pax. Nice. Matt Boardman, I may have suggested that to Rachel that she needed a similar outfit. That's good, but I need to see the pictures of the outfits that were walking down the street. Um, Not a band account, $2. Fellow Helldivers in Ukraine can't play anymore. It's not that they can't play right now. Okay, I don't want to get into this because it's stated right from the beginning when you bought the game that you were going to need that account. It said it right in the fucking notes. Second of all, yes, some countries don't have support for that, but there's still like a month for them to figure that out because it's not active right away, as from my understanding. And Steam is aware of it; they're going to take care of it. Um, it's such a stupid fucking thing. Just make a free account. I get it; they can't do it in the Ukraine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sorry that they won't be able to play it. I'm sure that they'll find a workaround for that because if you're not able to have a Sony account, you shouldn't be restricted from having the game. But if you're just a whiny PC bitch, uh, one of these fucking PC elite that think they're so much better than everybody else, and I don't want a Sony account. Why are they making us read the fucking notes? It said right in there that after a certain amount of time, you're going to have to get one to be able to play the game. So anyway, I don't care. I'm gonna continue to enjoy it and play it. That's all I give a shit about. So, Eric Martin, haha, Matt, did you get the smack for that comment or just one of those looks? And then Matt Boardman retracted a message, so I don't know what his response was to that. Zachary Gibbons, there is so much unknown about Star Trek, the Star Wars Accolade. It could be good or bad. It's probably going to be really good because what I've seen has been not so great. So usually when it's something that's really hyped up and the trailers are fantastic and it's like it's a real letdown because you get so built up. I'm so just from the trailers that I've seen of Accolade that I can't not be impressed with what they finally come up with. If I'm not, then it's really gonna be shitty. So not a band account, $2. Any news on our favorite Chicago captain's return? No, not that I'm aware of. Matt Boardman, an anthology series called Tales from the Dominion War. Nah, no. That's too specific. That's too locked down into a time frame, and no, I don't want that. I mean, not to say that wouldn't be good, but it like for book series, sure, go for that. That'd be a fantastic book series. But visually, I would like to see different eras represented. I would like to see different crews, and I like the idea of different animation styles because I'm a big fan of like movies like you know Final Fantasy, the CGI stuff like that. I like that kind of animation, and like I said, Love, Death, and Robots is a perfect example of it. Um, but anyway, Zachary Gibbons, a what if Star Trek shorts could be fun? Yes. Neil Hammersmith, yes, I have been speaking about doing an anthology series that could be hosted and narrated by Q. Additionally, Q also breaks the fourth wall. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Sean O'Sullivan is here. Evening, Cap. Good midday to you, sir. Matt Boardman, yeah, I think there's a huge overreaction to the whole thing. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of whiny little man children in their basements on their PCs going, I don't want to, Sony. I want a refund. I'm not gonna play your. Who gives a shit? Just fuck off. Sorry, but Sean O'Sullivan, Changeling Test. What is the name of Barkley's cat? Barkley's cat. Oh, Neelix. Neelix, I think. I don't know. Don't give a shit. Um, Zachary Gibbons, is Helldivers a VR game? No. Bill Barkley, any more Helldivers plays coming or whatever game you'll be playing in future in a stream? Yeah, there'll be more Helldivers games coming. There'll be more other games coming too. I've pre-ordered the Star Trek out or Star Wars Outlaws game. I do have RoboCop now. I've thought about streaming RoboCop. It's pretty good. There's always going to be gameplay stuff on my channel because I just like doing that. Especially when there's a new game like Star Wars or Star Trek, I'll definitely do a complete playthrough of it. I did for Jedi Survivor. I did for Jedi Fallen Order. I did for Star Trek Prodigy, Star Trek Resolute, Star Trek Resurrection. That's the one. So yeah, absolutely, there will be more. But Matt Borman, I get not trusting Sony's abilities in data security, but this level of outrage is silly. 100%. I got a laugh out of it. Oh, I just removed the comment because I misspelled a word. Eric Martin, sometimes I think they should let the trailer people run a show and see what happens. Dan Ben, my comment about Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire got autocorrected. Well, that's not good. Autocorrecting. Vert the hell. See, went to flip it and it done fucked up. So I gotta get this. Give me 1 second. I just want to flip it now. Will that work? Oh, that's gonna be cool. Actually, no, it's not. Could maybe totally kind of maybe be cool. I don't know. We'll see. Bill Barkley, will you be going to see the new Planet of the Apes movie, which is out in a week's time? Not in theaters, no. Sean O'Sullivan, Todd Stashwick is currently in Europe and I think is doing FedCon next week, so maybe some news might slip out. Sean O'Sullivan was in Ireland yesterday talking about writing for D&D or some such. Nice. Not a bad account. Any news about any upcoming Star Trek Discovery or Strange New Worlds motion picture? No. Dan Ben, Star Wars Visions was animated shorts in different styles. The first season was anime. The second season was different animations. Yep. Something like that for Star Trek would be amazing. Eric Martin, Sony is managing access to game about managed democracy. Big shocker. They're not managing access to the game. It's this. In the notes, when you downloaded the game, it says you will be needing a PlayStation or a Sony account to play this game. You can play it for now without that, but there's going to be a time where we... And I totally get it's a good business move on Sony's part, honestly. But I don't know. People are just whiny bitches, and it's fine. Not a banned account. Was Mr. Diefenbaker one of your best prime ministers? I'm not 100% sure. One thing I do know is that my mom was in fact related to John Diefenbaker in some way. I can't remember how now. I'm not sure if my dad would know. And my mom has passed away, so like second or third cousin, some shit like that. So yeah, I don't know. Bill Barkley, in the last disco episode, loved the... Was it Denobulin or a Thalaxian reference? It was Denobulin. Dan Ben, do you think they include a statue of Rachel Garrett in Picard Season 3 because the character will be in Section 31? No, I don't think that's why they included it in Picard Season 3 at all. But the statue that they did include in Picard Season 3, Section 31 could have taken that idea and go, why did she get a statue? Well, she sacrificed the fucking Enterprise for a relationship to save a Klingon outpost. So she deserved the statue regardless. So I don't think it's going to tie into Section 31 at all, honestly, because it's a young Rachel Garrett in Section 31. So no. Neil Hammersmith, show and tell question. What is that tall yellow and red object over your shoulder between the shelves? Guess you'll have to wait for that episode of Shelf by Shelf. No, it's fine. I will get it for you. It is a rain. No, it's not. It's not a rain stick. It's a didgeridoo. It's one of those Australian. It's one of those things. It does. It's very intricately. It does work too. Like it's a. One of those things. Freaking out the dogs now. It's okay, Lola Band. So it's a didgeridoo, whatever the fuck it's called. A didgeridoo. Sean O'Sullivan, I doubt we'll get any announcements until the sale is done. Still holding hope Universal get it so that we get theme parks. Yes, theme parks would be good. Out of band account. Over 177 countries can no longer play the Helldivers 2 game they bought. Oh well, I guess it sucks to be them. Eric Martin, Diefenbaker government canceled the Avro era, so I'm not a fan. There you go. Go on, get up there. Get up there. Go down. You want in the chair? You knocked the pillow down. Let's go lay down. Not a banned account. Over. Oh, never mind. Bill Barkley says, Stuart, I know you hate this, even though I'm going to say it. Still here to Star Trek 4 going ahead. Yeah, I know. It's a case of you'll believe it when you see it. Yep. Not a bad account. Hope you're having a good day, Captain. So far, so good. Dan Ben, one of the upcoming Star Trek films is an origin story set decades before the 2009 film. Not one of. That's going to be the next Kelvinverse movie. So it's not going to be important to any of us. Who gives a shit at that point? Neil Hammersmith, thank you for sharing and indulging my question. My neighbor had a few didgeridoos. Sean O'Sullivan, they're building a Universal Studios in Bedford. Only in the planning stages, less than 2 hours from London, the other one. In Bedford? A Universal Studios in Bedford. I've been to Bedford. Bedford's not super large. Why would they do that? There's a reason I've been to Bedford. Because somebody we all know from Trekyards might live in Bedford. Huh. I don't know if I believe you. Or just he might live somewhere else. It might be Bedfordshire or something. I don't know. Whatever. Bill Barkley, anyone watch that Zack Snyder Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2? I have not yet, no. Sean O'Sullivan, if doing Kelvin films, you might as well do TNG era. No, do the Monster Maroon era. They've waited long enough that the cast from like Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and stuff, have aged sufficiently. Just give them Monster Maroon style uniforms. Say it's like their movie era, and go from there. That's what I would do. Don't do this prequel shit. Stop going back. The prequel to the prequel of the prequel of the fourfold of the blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Just keep moving the franchise forward. Stop trying to shoehorn things in that don't work and then fucking up the timeline and the canon, and just stop. Sean says they are building in Bedford because it's commutable to London by train and they can buy hundreds of acres of farmland easily. Well, that's cool. Bill Barkley, a nice sci-fi series to check out. Beacon 23 on MGM Plus. Never even heard of it, but cool. How to ban account? What would a Kelvin versus Enterprise D look like? A lot of people have done representations of what it would look like. Just look it up online. Type it in. You'll see some versions of it. Happy Sunday, Cap, and hello from the UK. Did you watch Fallout yet? I'm not a gamer and had no knowledge of the franchise, but I really can't recommend it enough. So good. Yeah, I haven't played the games and I haven't seen the series yet, but it is on my to-watch list. And you're like the third or fourth person to ask me that in this live stream alone. So, but no, I haven't watched it yet. Also, Eric didn't clarify whether that $20 that he super chatted in was for me to take a shot or not. I guess that means no. So Dan Ben, do you like that the Alien franchises keep doing prequels? No, I don't. I just said that. Don't do prequels. Sean O'Sullivan, I can see Samuel getting a season pass and going weekly if they open Techland attraction on his doorstep. Oh, absolutely. Eric Martin says, take a shot. Jeez. What are the top 5 things to do when visiting Canada? Go to the Royal Ontario Museum, and while you're there, check out the CN Tower. They're both right near each other. Stay warm, and don't provoke the geese. And moose sightings aren't as frequent as you'd expect. So I don't know. Top 5 things to do when visiting Canada. I don't know. Build an igloo? I don't know. I'll be right back. I apparently got a drink of something. Still working on this shit. This raspberry lemonade. Well, that's good. Turn that over so it doesn't do the thing. And Canada. Just visiting Canada. I mean, it's rather vague. Where in Canada? Cheers. If you're going to just visit Canada, I'd say go to Newfoundland, look at the East Coast, then go out to the West Coast, check out the Rocky Mountains and Vancouver. Check out Canadian Niagara Falls, because it's better than your U.S. side by like 1,000%. Royal Ontario Museum and CN Tower for sure. Go to Parliament, I guess, if that's your thing. Vulcan, Alberta. See the big enterprise they got in Vulcan, Alberta. There's a lot of things to do. Bill Barkley, any Trek conventions coming up? Only one I'm aware. Well, there's probably a lot. Yeah. Only one I'm aware of is Vegas in August, which we're going to. So, Terrence Childs, what species would you prefer to be married to? A Romulan, a Klingon, or a Cardassian female? Probably a Romulan. Probably a Romulan. Trek or not? Dang it, no notification again. Eric Martin. So everyone suggests a series to binge as I'll be recovering from some surgery mid-month and need good shows to watch. There you go. Suggest things. Breaking Bad, if you can. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Man in the Man in the High Castle. Yes. Orville. I don't know. There's lots. Sean Sullivan, top 5, go over the border to Ticonderoga. Not a bad account. Are all mountains trained to ride horses? Are all Mounties trained to ride horses just in case? I know some use cars these days. Some use cars. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Bill Barkley, these impromptu streams wouldn't be complete without precious snoring in the background. It's actually Lola that's snoring. Trek or not, sample the poutine, yes. Dan Ben, do you think Hologram Janeway can come back in Prodigy Season 2 because of time travel stuff? Oh, the one that died? I mean, yes. It's not only television, but it's sci-fi television, so anything's possible. So yes, I believe there will be a hologram Janeway that the kids use. It might not have all of the memories of the old one up to a certain point. I don't know, but yeah, it's a very good question. I don't know how that's going to play out. I think the replacement for her is the Doctor, the EMH. So Matt Boardman, Horseshoe Falls is so much better than the American Falls. Not just the horseshoe shape of the falls, man. Just the whole side of our Niagara Falls. It's like a mini Las Vegas on our side. We've got casinos. We've got Clifton Hill, which is like there's haunted houses. There's like a big fucking thing like they got in like London and fucking Vegas, the big wheel thingy. Got one of those there. There's a bunch of different restaurants, some good strip clubs like the Sundowner. There's a lot of great stuff in Niagara Falls. It's very much a typical like a mini Vegas. There's a bunch of wax museums and the Museum of Criminal History and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff to see. If you go for a day in Vegas, you need to go for more than a day because you're gonna not see everything. It's just awesome on our side. Not a band account. Binge series Babylon 5. There you go. Lost in Space is a great binge watch. Yes, it is. I will confirm that. Lost in Space is great. So's The Expanse. Terrence Childs, I'm reading a Babylon 5 book lately. It's a pretty good novel. You should give it a try. It's a pretty good read. Okay. Bill Barkley, did anyone see the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? I think everyone did. And I'm looking forward to that for sure. My son is a huge Deadpool fan, so he's like super stoked about it. Sean O'Sullivan, is it difficult getting around in Canada? Not everyone speaks French. Nobody here speaks French either. Just stay out of Quebec. No, it's not difficult getting. I don't speak French, and I don't hear French at all. I might hear French like no, not even that. I was gonna say I might hear French like one time a year. No, I don't hear French except for when you call like places and press 1 for English. Blah 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 blah. Press 2 for French, for la français, whatever. Fuck. No, it's not difficult to get around Canada at all. Dan Ben, when younger in the 90s, I remember a TV show about a mountain ranger called Due South. He's not a mountain ranger, he was a Mountie. And yes, Due South is a fantastic show. Matt Boardman, and they filmed some of Superman 2 there. Yes, they did. Eric Martin, I wore out a pair of shoes walking Clifton Hill. There's a lot to see. Not a bad account. Chances of a prequel Star Trek series. Star Trek Shinjo. We want to know more about Giorgio and Burnham. We don't need to know more about them at all. So no. I think the chances of that are absolutely zero. Not a bad account. Wolverine proves Canadians can be badass. Hashtag facts. Or whatever his claws combined would be. It's not a hashtag. That's like a tic-tac-toe board. Facts. I don't know. Bill Barkley. Oh, speaking of video games turned movies or series, anyone check out the Knuckles TV series, offshoot of the Sonic movies? No, have not seen that yet. Sean O'Sullivan. There are wax museums in Vegas. Wouldn't they melt? Why don't they use brick like everyone else? Wah, wah. Dan Ben says, I like Babylon 5. So do I. Trek or not, it's crazy that to join the Canadian military as an officer, you need to be bilingual. French and English by all accounts. I don't necessarily think that's true, as I know some people in the military, and they don't know a fucking lick of French. And one of them is a communications specialist. But is she an officer? I don't know how true that is. I think that's kind of bullshit. Sean O'Sullivan, is there any Star Trek tours of Toronto? If not, would you consider starting one? It's a good idea. And no, I don't believe there are. Would I consider starting one? No, I don't live close enough to Toronto to justify it. Not a band account. In your educated opinion, how well does Patrick Stewart portray OBE, portray a Frenchman? What's OBE mean? What, his over-the-top Frenchman with like the beret and the eye patch? I think that's over the top. I don't think that's at all correct, but... Trek or not, in World War II, one did not fuck with the Canadians. No, that's why the Geneva Convention was invented, because of Canada. We will do horrible, awful things to you and then say sorry about it, eh? Bill Barkley. Stuart, did you check out the new Shogun TV series? It's very good. Haven't watched that yet either. That's also on my to-watch list. No, I have not watched it. Trek or not, my old reserve regiment had an association with a Canadian regiment. Was it a French-Canadian regiment? Because it might have been. I mean, I'm sure there are different... Yeah, I don't think it's for the all Canadian military, because a very small percentage of our population speaks French, despite what people think. Dan Ben, the first episode of Knuckles is available to watch on YouTube. Nice. Bill Barkley, hopefully Patrick Stewart will appear in Deadpool Wolverine movie since it's a multiverse thing. Yes, that'd be cool. Sean O'Sullivan, OBE in Order of British Empire, aka he was knighted by the Queen. Oh, then just say Sir Patrick. Oh, you did. That's Sir Patrick Stewart. So you don't need the other part. Dan Ben, an OBE is an honor awarded to or given to someone. Not a band account. OBE, Order of the British Empire. He earned the title. Sure, I need one. Matt Boardman, Shogun was amazing. Amazing. Trek or not, still need to watch that. Matt Boardman looks great. Bill Barkley, is Stuart keeping up with the Bad Batch episodes? No, I'm only like halfway through season 1, and I started watching that like 2-3 years ago. So no, 100% not. 100% not. So this turned out not so bad. Not quite as good as it could be. But, you know, looks pretty good. So flip it now and hopefully do a thing where it doesn't suck. No, it's gonna suck. God damn it. Not a banned account. His Star Trek Prime timeline. Does Tim Hortons live in the 20 into the 21st? I have no idea. Probably not. Sean Sullivan, trying to find a Star Trek Toronto tour and couldn't find one, but there's a sci-fi themed bar called Offworld that looks pretty cool. Yes, I've heard of Offworld, and I've never been there though. But yeah, it sounds like a place I would like to check out sometime. But yeah, never been myself. So, any new Trek Transformers or other items coming up or reviews? Oh, for the channel? I don't even know what this Wednesday is going to be about. I haven't filmed the video for it yet. Like I was saying earlier, I was thinking of talking about the Dragon Riders of Pern series, one of my favorite book series, but I'm just not sure who would be interested in that. Now we've got more people here, actually. Yeah, we got 20 people here. Comment in the chat what you'd like me to make videos on. Anything specifically. Like, I'm going to obviously do more shelf by shelf videos. I might get... No, I won't have a chance to film one before Wednesday. But maybe the following week, because the next shelf is going to be, there's a lot to digest on that shelf. So, but yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see videos of. If you watch, do you watch a lot of the content on my channel, even if you're not super interested in the topic? Like, let me know. And what would you want to see? Because there's so much I could make videos on. Like, literally, I could turn around, focus on like a shelf and like make 15 videos off of shit on the shelf, but I get overwhelmed and don't know what I need to make videos on. So the Blue Thunder one from this past week was a last minute thing that I've been thinking about doing that for a while now, and now I'm just like, I was finally like, I need a video for like tomorrow. I need to film one, so I did that Blue Thunder one. So I don't know, let me know, because I would like to make content that you guys are actually going to watch. Are you excited for the new Section 31 series? It promises to be darker, more mature. It's not a series, it's a movie, and no, not super excited for it. Trek or not, Bernard Hill just passed away. I have no idea who the fuck that is, so. Not a bad account. If you like the Dragon Riders of... You like the Dragon Riders of Pern? Dragon Riders of Pern? Yes, do you know what that is? Dan Ben, I'm looking forward to the video where you show us what those Prodigy video game codes do. Oh, could do a video about Star Trek droids or Star Wars droids. What, like the cartoon droids, or just droids in general? That's a good idea. I like that. The Prodigy video game codes. First of all, they all are online. There's more than just the 4 there. There's actually like 7 or 6, because there's a Rock Talk one, there's a Janeway one, and I think there's one more. I added them all into the game. They give another added ability, which I haven't played the game yet to find out exactly what they are for each character. So, yeah. Bill Barkley, I hear there's a Dune TV series coming up towards the end of the year. Cool. Not a bad account. As the Prodigy audience grows up, is the danger of one of the cast getting Egypt? I don't know. Sean O'Sullivan, could you read a Trek book chapter by chapter? Call it Foley Talks Trek. Or you could read it. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the thoughts crossed my mind of doing similar stuff, but I don't know. Track or not, King Theoden cap of Titanic. King Theoden cap of Titanic. I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Bill Barkley. Bernard was in the Lord of the Rings movies. A lot of people were in the Lord of the Rings movies. Star Wars droids in general. I know you have some models and stuff. Oh yeah, I could. I'm not as educated on the droid technical stuff. Like, I do have information on it, which I could like read up on, but I'll consider that, Dan. Thank you. Not a band account. What do we know about Mere Pike? Nothing. Except that Mere Kirk killed him to get his ship. Trek or not, Bernard Hill was the captain of Titanic and King Theoden. Oh. Well, I remember him in Titanic, but there you go. Dan Ben, you could do a video where you show any Star Trek Eagle Moss models you have but not reviewed. I've sort of done something similar when I got shipments from Eagle Moss. I would do unboxings of them. A lot of those I still haven't reviewed yet. All of my Excel stuff is accessible. All of the regular sized Eagle Moss are all in a large box downstairs underneath the stairs that I would have to dig out. I don't have easy access to it, but yes, those are videos that will come eventually, 100%. Not a band account. Do you have any broad ideas of what a good Enterprise H would be like? Yeah, there's a video of an Enterprise H online. I think it actually might be in the mod as well for Bridge Commander. But yeah, there's a lot of great what other enterprises could look like concepts out there. So I'm doing a double thing here. Two things. I'm flipping my sand art and I'm also stretching out my back because it is feeling better, but you know. Like I said, I didn't take any pain meds for it today yet. So just trying to keep it a little more limber. Sean O'Sullivan, are you a bit of a hoarder? Every drawer seems to be stuffed to the gills. I'm not a hoarder, no. Not every drawer is stuffed to the gills, only a few of them. A lot of the drawers are very organized. It's not that I'm a hoarder, because I'm not. I hate that fucking term. Anytime I want to make myself feel better, I watch an episode of Hoarders because those people are fucking disgusting. Definitely not a hoarder. I'm organized, somewhat. But you mean my drawer of wonder downstairs? That's just literally a catch-all for all of my miscellaneous Star Trek stuff that I don't have anywhere else to put right now. So the drawer underneath it's a lot more organized. I can tell you that. So no, I'm not a hoarder, and I'm kind of insulted by that question. Now, I am a hoarder of digital media because on my phone I have well over 100,000 pictures and stuff. But so digital media, yeah, sure, but not physical stuff. No. Bill Barkley, does anyone actually like the Q-style transport beam thingy compared to the ones they went with before in Disco? Like the doo-doo. I think it's kind of neat. Not a bad account. If you could choose one feature for the next Enterprise, what would it be? One feature for the next Enterprise, what would it be? To not previously have been another ship that they just fucking renamed, because that's stupid beyond stupid. I don't know, maybe external holographic emitters so it could like present its appearance in different ways or something. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Trek or not, the Federation sphere type ships are perfect for 3 nacelles. Example, the Daedalus. Yes, 3 nacelles look good on a lot of ships, to be honest. Sean O'Sullivan, I know of USA. They have huge 1,000 pill bottles of stuff. Do you stock up on them when you go? No. 100% no. If anything, when we go over to the States, I buy stuff that we can't buy here, like spray cheese or certain cereals. Or like White Castle burgers, frozen White Castle burgers, which even here you can get in a few different places, some of the Walmarts around here and stuff. But yeah, there's some American specific things that are illegal in Canada because they're not good for you that we pick up when we're in the States. But no, not pills and shit. It's just no. Dan Ben, Bridge Commander had a mod for Enterprise G, not the one from the Picard. Trek or not, hoarding indicates compulsion, whereas collecting indicates interest. Hoarders tend to collect garbage and all sorts of random meaningless shit. Yeah, and I don't do that. Everything here has a meaning or an interest to me. Trekyards said the next Enterprise should have a phaser lance and perhaps a multi-shield system and replicator transporter regenerative hull armor that can be dematerialized and replaced with the replicator transporter. I like that idea. That's fantastic. Not a band account. Are there any Star Trek celebrities whose autographs you don't have? A lot. Yeah. DeForest Kelley, Leonard Nimoy. Oh, wait. Yeah, a lot of them. I'm not a huge collector of autographs necessarily. So, Matt Boardman, we Americans do like to poison ourselves with certain food choices. It's true. But I also like those food choices and wish Canada would let us have them. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Sean O'Sullivan, well, next time you go over, don't catch any bugs. Ha ha ha. Uh-huh. Bill Barkley, anyone know if Star Trek Legacy is actually happening? It's not. So Sean O'Sullivan, my brother lives in Luxembourg and sometimes drives to France for KFC. Oh, nice. Dan Ben says, have you played the secret Sherlock Holmes game on Google? No, I wasn't aware there was such a thing. Please tell me more because I'm interested. No, I'm not. And it's funny, I'm not a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes games. Like, I have an old. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have an old, like, 16-bit computer game, and I have some of the ones for the Xbox 360. But. And while they're atmospheric and all that, they're not fun games because I'm not much of a puzzle solver or that kind of thing. So I get annoyed with them pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, there it is. I thought it was there. This is one that, like one of the first ones I got by Electronic Arts, The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes. And I got that nice old pixely art. Not really a fan of Sherlock Holmes games necessarily. Now, let's see, this comes on this many 3.5-inch floppy disks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Nine 3.5-inch floppies. Isn't that special? And I've even got a printout with some of the, like an article on it with some of the cheat codes and stuff. I know if there's a secret. There it is. And it's got fingerprints all over it. What a messy bunch of publishers. Ads. Map of London. But yeah, so. And like I said, I got some of the Xbox 360 games like Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper and stuff, but it's a lot of boring gameplay type stuff. The gameplay mechanics aren't super wonderful on them. Regardless, I also got a Phantom of the Opera game as well. Let's see. Trekyards. Why live a life of boredom and dull when you can indulge in sweet, sweet poisons? Exactly. Not a bad account. Are foreign nacelles too much for a starship? Yes. Generally, I don't think four nacelle designs look fantastic. I prefer three nacelle designs, but are they too much? Not necessarily, no. I'm not a big fan. Multiple nacelles are largely for redundancy and warp sustainment, so you don't overwork the others, like cycle between them. Yep. Bill Barkley, since you're looking for ideas, what about Camaro or toy hunt videos? Yeah, those are both fantastic ideas. I considered doing a Camaro one the other day because I took the Camaro out for a drive and I took it out to give it a car wash. And I thought about doing a video that day, but I did the Blue Thunder thing instead. Trekyards, or for hull separation, so all hulls are warp capable, so not pointless at all. Bill Barkley, speaking of Sherlock Holmes, is the Robert Downey Jr. one still happening? I heard they were supposed to be doing another one of those. No idea, haven't heard, don't care. I will watch it, but he is by far one of the worst Sherlock Holmes I've ever seen in my life. So it's just an eccentric guy doing an adventure. It's not Holmes to me. Trekyards, a third nacelle could also be overcharged and used as a last resort weapon. It's a good idea. Not a bad account. How often do you think Section 31 recruits from the Mirror Universe? I don't think that's actually a real thing. That would happen. Dan Ben, is there any sci-fi show that they announced a long time ago that you're still waiting to happen? Any of the Stargate stuff that's been sort of announced. There was going to be a Dragon Riders of Pern series, and Ronald D. Moore was attached. He wanted it to. He's a big fan of the books, Wanted it to be very much like the books, as it should be. And I think it was Warner Brothers. A couple of days before filming, like they had sets, they had costumes, they had actors, they had everything ready to go. They were just before filming, and they wanted Warner Brothers or whoever was in charge wanted to change the script, make it more relatable. So they wanted changes made, and Ronald D. Moore just wouldn't have it. So the whole thing got canceled. I want a Dragon Riders of Pern series. I mean, we had Game of Thrones. You have the technology to do dragons well. That's what I want. Not a banned account. Why do we need a Section 31 with black badges everywhere when there's already Starfleet intelligence? It's a very good question. Bill Barkley, another interesting sci-fi series, is a three-body problem, but it's a thinking man's sci-fi, though, but very grounded on Earth, set modern day. Yeah, I've heard that. That's one that's kind of on the to-watch list as well at some point, but haven't got there yet. Eric Martin, $5 for some Ultra 94. Thank you. Yeah, that gas is expensive, man. I'm over $2 a liter for my Ultra 94 because regular gas is like 169, 163 around there these days. So yeah, when you bump it up to the high octane 94 premium for the Camaro, it's over $2 a liter, which is insanity. So thank you, Eric. That'll be very helpful. But yeah, let's see. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. I feel like I need another shot of vodka. It's because it's in front of me, and you know what? Why not? Make for an interesting afternoon. Next Saturday, yeah, a lot more people are here. Next Saturday, the 11th, we are doing a 50th birthday Trekyards for me because the rest of the month is pretty busy with things going on the weekends. So unfortunately, it's going to have to be then because the one that would be after that in June, Sam's birthday is June 7th. So we'll do his Trekyards in June. But please join me on Saturday, May 11th for our Trekyards, my birthday celebration. Going to be 50, so it's a big deal. So tune up if you can. Turn up if you can, not tune up. I'll do a tune up on your car if you can, and then turn up, maybe. But cheers. Which strange new world's bridge crewman is most likely Section 31? Were such a reveal to happen? They'd probably do something stupid and make it Uhura, so it's like, ooh, Uhura was Section 31 all along. But honestly, I want to say La'an. Or that other chick. Mitchell? Is that her name? Nobody should be. That's the answer. Do you still have that Flesh Gordon badge or whatever it is you have? Yes, I do. You can see it in the frame. It's right here. Flesh Gordon. It's a pin, but it's the Flesh Gordon penis spaceship. Sylvia's a big fan of the Flesh Gordon movie and its sequel, the Interstellar Cheerleaders, or the Intergalactic Cheerleaders, whatever the hell it's called. So yes, not a banned account. Of all the American states, which would be the most welcome to change and join Canada if we could. California? No, Alaska. Alaska makes most sense. All y'all bitches shouldn't have Alaska anyway. I don't know, California. I don't know. I don't know all your states, nor do I care. So, yeah, sure. Matt Boardman, thoughts on them not using Saru, Doug Jones as much this season of Discovery? Boo to them. Doug Jones is great. So is Saru. Dan Ben, is the Viper from Battlestar Galactica your favorite starfighter? Be more specific. You mean the original Battlestar Galactica Viper? It's pretty fucking great. Favorite starfighter? Oof. Just trying to think of some other ones offhand, and I would say it's definitely up there. Probably my favorite, sure. Bill Barkley, did you ever show off your swords, etc. in a video? Oh yeah, I've done videos on a few of my swords. I haven't shown them all off yet, though. That's another thing that needs to be done, too. Yeah. Yeah, I've done the Highlander swords. Yeah, I need to do more sword videos. That's a good suggestion. Thank you. Bill Barkley, anyone remember Doug Jones as Abe Sapien and Hellboy? Hell yeah, me and Sylvie just rewatched all the Hellboy movies a month ago. The Ron Perlman ones and the new one as well. So Hellboy is great. John O'Sullivan, what's your opinion on Babylon 5? Is it worth watching? Will it be hard to catch up if you didn't watch the first 4? Babylon 5 is absolutely worth watching. Speaking of Hellboy, the second one, Hellboy in the army of something. Anyway, regardless, you know the German guy that's like mist inside of a helmet, and she's just mist. You know, it's voiced by Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, I didn't know that either until rewatching it. It's voiced by Seth MacFarlane. You're just looking at the chair in the video, and it looks dirty. There, and there. No one ever really sits in it, and I don't think it's dirt. It's just shadow. We might need to run an upholstery cleaner over that thing. It shouldn't be that dirty looking. Sean O'Sullivan, in all seriousness, how did Babylon 5 get an HD remaster, but DS9 is to go? Don't worry, Voyager and DS9, they're all going to be remastered into high def. Don't worry, it's a thing that's going to happen. Bill Barkley, Stuart, did you ever watch the Mad Max movies? I only ask because Furiosa is coming up with Thor himself, Hemsworth as a bad guy. Yes, I have seen them all. I think my favorite is Thunderdome, if I'm honest. There are ones I haven't seen for a long time, though, so I did watch Fury Road. I don't give a fuck about Furiosa. I just don't care. I'm probably not gonna watch it. Not until it's like free to stream or something. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters at all. So, yeah. Matt Borman, the Babylon 5 remaster isn't really a remaster, though. That's true. Dan Ben, I think there's a new Mad Max film. Yes. Not a band account. When will we get Star Trek in 8K? I'll pass that question off to Matt Boardman. Matt? Our man on the ground. Just flip this back over again and see if I can get a good... And I can't. I have to look that up too. Really interesting though. I hear it's shipping Tuesday. Oh, Star Trek 8K is it's shipping on Tuesday. It's not even arriving on Tuesday. Bill Barkley, anyone watch the Beef Babylon 5 animated movie? I have not yet, but I need to. Sean O'Sullivan, my XL gaming chair got canceled after 3 weeks because apparently they cannot figure out how to ship it. Any opinions on an XL gaming chair, aka the big and tall version? No, I don't. Sorry. Sorry, brah. Bravna. Gabna, bravna. I ain't got nothing for you. Is it true Canadians live longer than on average than Americans? I don't know. I'm not a statistician. I'm not a statistical analysis guy. I'm not a no. I don't know. Probably, maybe, could be, maybe, I don't know. Sure, why not? Yes. Bill Barkley, will you ever go back to play Bridge Crew? Hell yes, 100%. Finally got my one VR wand working again. Needed to replace the battery. The rechargeable battery was fooked on it. But yes, absolutely. I would love to play that again, actually, sometime soon. So, and we'll of course stream it. Those are really fun to stream. I fucking love that game. Feed Me Seymour. The Canadian response to living longer should be sorry. LOL. Yeah, sorry. I should have said that. Sorry about that, eh? Matt Boardman, at Bill Barkley. I did. It was okay. It really didn't do anything new or different with the series. Sort of felt like a refresh or a retread of previous stuff, though it was great to revisit the characters. What is good at Tim Norton's? I don't know what a Tim Norton's is, so I couldn't tell you. Or Time Norton's. I don't even know what it... Tim Norton. I don't even know what that is. Tim Horton? I mean, can't beat an everything bagel toasted with herb and garlic cream cheese. Oh, well, you could beat it. A plain bagel toasted with plain cream cheese with a slice of tomato and some salt and pepper. Fantastic. The chili at Tim Hortons is phenomenal. Tim Horton, that's just a person. I think you mean Tim Hortons with an S. What else is good at Tim Hortons? Their iced coffee is really good. So is their ice caps. Ooh. Uh, bacon and sausage farmer's wrap is really good. So it's a wrap with bacon and sausage and an egg in there and some like chipotle mayonnaise and a hash brown, all in a wrap. It's so good. Feed Me Seymour, do you like Subway sandwiches and do you have a favorite sandwich? I do like Subway sandwiches, but I prefer Mr. Sub over Subway. And do I have a favorite sandwich? I mean, growing up, my favorite sandwich was summer sausage, cheese, and onion with like mustard and mayonnaise on it. That's really good. I also like toasted tomato sandwiches, which is a tomato, mayonnaise, salt and pepper on toasted bread. Fried egg sandwich, fry an egg, throw on some mayo and some ketchup onto the toast. Eat that up. That's good. BLT is fantastic. I like a lot of different sandwiches. I like to go with more of an Italian style though, with like multiple kinds of like cold cuts. And I always get extra cheese on my subs because I just love extra cheese. So generally when I go to Subway, let's say, I'll get a cold cut combo which is like 3 different kinds of meat, and or the Italian BMT, which again is just more spicy meat. And on that, I don't get lettuce, but I get onions, I get green peppers. I don't, sorry, I get onions, green olives, hot peppers, like hot banana peppers, jalapenos, mayo, sub sauce, hot sauce, salt and pepper. Oh, and pickles. That's generally what I get. It's pretty spicy, but it's really good. So, or if I'm not feeling in a spicy kind of mood, I will get like a BLT, which is just literally it's just tons of bacon, tomatoes, lettuce, mayonnaise, and salt and pepper. I like the Battlestar Galactica reboot, but not spin-off Caprica. I actually haven't watched Caprica, so I'm not. I don't know. Not a bad account. What is a small item we have in America that you'd like to have in Canada also? Food wise? Spray cheese. Your Kraft Easy Cheese. It's good shit. Bill Barkley. Have you ever visited or been up the CN Tower? I've been up the CN Tower a few times. Yes, of course. I've also eaten in the really expensive restaurant at the top. And yeah, I've gone to the base of the CN Tower, like through the ground, which is the same height as it is above the CN Tower. And at the bottom, there's a spaceport for Tour of the Universe. If you haven't heard of Tour of the Universe, you're really fucking missing out. It doesn't exist anymore. It was around in the 80s and early 90s, I believe. But I did a whole video on it on the channel a while ago, which I will actually link right now, because if you haven't heard of Tour of the Universe, you need to hear about Tour of the goddamn Universe. It was a fantastic ride. Tour of the Universe. All right, I will share the link for my video on it right now. Copy link. Put that right there. You guys, please bookmark that or go check that out after the live stream. Dan Ban, a lot of Deep Space Nine stuff got cut from Next Generation films. Not a band account. How do you feel? How do you feel? I do not understand the question. Not a band account. Feed me Seymour. Domino's Pizza. What is your go-to pizza if you don't like Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's or another franchise? Favorite pizza? Double pepperoni is always good, but my go-to would be pepperoni, green olives, hot banana peppers, and like bacon or ham. That's really good. Mark Lawrence is here. Hey, 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 Cap. Hey, Mark. Dan Ben, Domino's Pizza sometimes does cookies. Yes. Not a bad account. Why did Paramount cut the DS9 scenes from Star Trek movies? Quark's cameo was awesome. I don't know. Bill Barkley, Casey's Pizza. Ever tried a Baconator? From Wendy's? Yeah, I fucking love the Baconator from Wendy's. Feed me Seymour. My Subway creation, honey oat bread. You lost me already. I mean, the Italian spicy whatever the fuck bread is good, but I usually just get the regular white bread. But anyway, honey oat bread, tuna mayo with extra onions, Southwest sauce and black pepper, double cheese, and make it a melt or toasted. Trust me, it's good. Sure, I trust you, but I'm not going to eat that. And yeah, I always get mine toasted as well. Feed me Seymour. No, not always. 50%, more than 50, 75% of the time I get them toasted. Sometimes I won't. Feed me Seymour. Ron Swanson, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Bill Barkley, thank you. I've never heard of that. What? Tour of the Universe? Oh my God. Check that video. Please, for the love of God, open that in another tab. And when I'm done this live, go watch that video. I put a lot of work into that video. I really am proud of that video. And it was really a fun, fantastic experience that I feel really upset that people can't experience anymore. Matt Boardman, I rode a fun little ride at the CN Tower back in the late 80s and 90s. I think it was called Space Race. Okay. Not a bad account. What is your favorite alcoholic drink? Wine, whiskey, vodka? Vodka? Probably Coke with like a dark rum, like a spice rum, like Kraken. That's a really good drink. Favorite drinks? I mean, they get into like the more fruity kind of drinks. I like a lot of coolers and stuff just because they taste sweet. So, but favorite alcoholic drink? I don't know. Probably rum and Coke. Not a bad account. What do you call Canadian bacon in Canada? We call it pea-meal bacon because it's not Canadian bacon. It's not even fucking bacon. It's just ham with cornmeal. Ugh. Bill Barkley, I thought Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was average, but heard quite a bit of it was left on the cutting room floor. I haven't seen it yet. We were going to go see it in theater and didn't get around to it. Don't even know if it's still playing. But yeah. Matt Boardman, I think we're going to have to wait for the ground to settle over at Paramount Global before we see any sort of remastering of DS9 and Voyager. Yeah, but it's going to happen eventually. I said that about TOS back when everybody was saying, "Oh, it's too expensive. It'd be too expensive per episode to remaster that." Oh, they're not going to do that. They fucking did it. They're going to do the same thing with DS9 and Voyager. You know they are. Yes, stuff has to settle down or whatever, but it's going to happen. It's not is it going to happen? It's a when it's going to happen. Feed me Seymour. We had the TOS movies era, the TNG movie era. Do you think it would be possible to do a DS9 era or of movies minus Cisco, but perhaps Worf, O'Brien, Dax, and Bashir? Yeah, that's totally possible. Dan Ben, some places do a garlic bread pizza. Nice. Dan Ben, there was going to be a movie with TNG, DS9, Voyager all in one. It was going to be after Nemesis, but it was canceled. That's a fucking shame. That's 100% a shame. Feed me Seymour. Domino's does the best garlic bread pizza. I only get it if it's a meal package because it's bread with more bread, which I generally avoid. But if it's in a deal, I do enjoy a rare treat. Have you ever had the Swedish meatballs at the IKEA? At an IKEA? Yes. Every time we go to IKEA, we get the meatballs. Or a Costco hot dog. I fucking love Costco hot dogs. 100%. Actually, I've been telling Sylvia that we need to go to Costco to get a hot dog because I haven't had a Costco hot dog in probably like 3 or 4 years now. And I've kind of been craving one. So, yes. Not a bad account. Should Captain Riker have been Canadian instead of Alaskan? Nah, it's fine. Alaskan's fine. You're basically just Canadian at that point. Bill Barkley says, Stuart, like some of the various Trek series on physical media, do you think the latest series of Disco will have extended episodes on physical media? I hope so. I mean, I don't have any of the Discovery physical media, but I would hope that there would be bonus stuff like that for sure. That'd be kind of cool. Did you know that every civilized planet has a version of Swedish meatballs? It's one of the secrets of the universe. Fair enough. Makes sense, actually. Wow, that was a complete and utter clusterfuck that time. So how's everybody enjoying their Sunday afternoon hanging out with me? Is it fun? Probably not. Because honestly, sort of thinking about wrapping it up here. Feed Me Seymour says, I'd have made Worf with his adopted family be from Canada. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. A sorry Klingon. Dan Ben. In the UK, the new Star Trek show comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. Okay. Feed Me Seymour. Here's Baby Worf at his first hockey match. Here's him in the hockey match. 28 people died that day. Happy Revenge of the 8th. Dan Ben. Good weather. Not a bad account. Have you tried any Star Trek wines or Star Trek spirits? No, I haven't actually. I wanted to order some when I saw them in Vegas and when I saw them at Mission Chicago as well, but they don't ship them to Canada. They don't have. They can't ship them across the border. So I've never actually tried any of them, but it would be kind of cool. Sean O'Sullivan, I'm desperately searching for a new office chair and struggling to find one. I don't know what. I'm not an office chair salesman. I don't have any skin in the game. I don't know what's good, what's not. I don't know. I don't know, eh? Feed Me Seymour. You know what would sort out our back problems? You need Worf's chair. You need to get Worf's chair for Trek. Oh yes, the ball chair thing. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd probably be really good for your back. I don't know, but it'd be interesting. Should marijuana be legal in Canada? It is legal in Canada. The fuck is wrong with you? There's like a pot shop on like every corner. Just as many pot shops as there are Tim Hortons. So it is legal in Canada. Shanna Sullivan, I thought Canadians were supposed to be helpful. Sorry, eh? I don't know. We're just that you get a chair. And as my dad would say, you know where thought got you. But I thought, yeah, you know where thought got you. Absolutely nowhere. So. Why doesn't Star Trek wines ship to you? Because they have to pay duty and customs and got to get an I don't fucking know. It's something about alcohol across the border. It's not even a real country anyway. Yeah. His son could have been a doctor or a lawyer, straight and true. Instead, he burned up like a piggy on the barbecue. Should we blame the doctors? Should we blame the fire? Should we blame the people that allowed him to expire? Heck no. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. I haven't heard that song in a while. They're not even a real country anyway. Bill Barkley, did you hear they're doing a Transformers crossover Knight Rider kit figure? Hopefully a car repaint too, with the gray stripe. Maybe an Optimus Prime Goliath figure. That'd all be awesome. Not a bad account says I forgive you for 1812. Yeah, well at least you'll fucking know about it. A lot of Americans are like, what happened? We burned your fucking White House down, bitches. Oh, they don't teach us that. Of course they fucking don't teach you that. Sean O'Sullivan, €2. Enjoy being 49. Only 20 years to go. That's fucking creepy. Oofta. Great. Good. That's awesome. Yay. I think I should go now. We're over the 2 hour mark, and this has been fun. Even though the first like half hour there was like nobody here. There was like 6 people here. Now we're jam packed with 12. We were up to 20 at one point, but I must have done something to scare people away. That's fine. It's all fine now. Sean O'Sullivan means 20 years till you get to 69 for a whole year. Oh. I get 69 for a whole year now. Bill Barkley, I bet you'd buy a Blue Thunder Transformers figure. I would. I bought a Top Gun Transformers figure. I've got the F-14 Maverick in the other room. I did a video on that too, and I got that. Pretty cool figure. Nice F-14. Cool robot as well. So, but yeah, I definitely do a Blue Thunder figure. 100%. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. You guys are awesome, as always. Thank you for joining me and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'll try to do it live sometime this week before Thursday. We will, of course, be doing ones over on the Trekyards channel, but I'll try to do a late night one here for you guys as well, and instead of spreading managed democracy. So, and speaking of, Matt, if you're around, message me, shoot me a message, see if you want to play for a bit today sometime. I'm not sure when Sylvia's getting up from her nap, but anyway. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day, Sunday, and enjoy your week. Have a good Monday as well. Just do all the things and have fun doing them. Until next time, bye guys.